7 years after defeating Cell and becoming the undisputed champion, Gohan is waiting anxiously for his first
Nah,
title defense.
nah, it is not Ultimate Gohan. It is Great Saiyan Gohan. This is Gohan. Wait, Gohan versus Dabura. We got Gohan versus Dabura. And if anybody's here, like and subscribe. Check out Sensible Saiyan. He's a really cool person. Great videos, elite videos. So just give him a like, and let's get the video.
Him, Goku, and Vegeta are in Babidi's spaceship with the Supreme Kai, and right now they're waiting for a mystery opponent that Gohan insists on fighting one-on-one. He just witnessed the two Saiyans mop the floor with
Gohan gotta get his ones. It's only reasonable.
their own competition, and he's just itching for his own chance. But no, he totally hates fighting, right guys? Anyways, Goku is hyped to see how far his son has progressed. He was only a child when he beat Cell, so surely
That man got, what, 7 years of no training?
he's made some serious improvements.
Yeah, well, I'm not quite as strong as I was then.
Vegeta clowning him, rightfully so, for not keeping up with his training at all. But we're about to really see if he still got it, because his mystery opponent isn't some tomato can. He's actually Babidi's most powerful soldier, the Demon King Dabura. He's been locked in, meditating, focusing his ki to prepare for the battle. Look at the aura. The two fighters face off, ready to start, and like
Dabura is one of my favorite characters in Dragon Ball.
Like usual, we're going to break this fight down and score it with the 10-point must system. This fight is scheduled for 3 rounds. Yes, I know for a title fight it should technically be 5, but this one was just a little too short for that. At the end of each round, the winner gets 10 points and the loser gets 9 points or less depending on how badly they lost. If it goes all 3, the scores get tallied and the fighter with more points wins. But the fight can end in any round via stoppage. Okay, let's get right into it. Sound the bell. Round 1. Let's go. Gohan's going to open up the round by closing the distance and coming in with the left. Dabura looking like he's gearing up to block, but then he gives him a different look here like he's about to counter. We don't see what was actually thrown or even if it landed. We just see a heavy impact that destroys this mountain, immediately followed by this key attack right next to it, that we can assume is Dabura's because we hear him screaming while this is happening, and it looks like a flame.
That looked like Dabura attack.
I'm guessing he blocked the shot, took an angle to disengage, and tried to counter with the flamethrower. It doesn't land though, because Gohan comes out of the debris and tries to rush him again. This time almost gets cut by this key attack on the way in. 2 more slashes here that narrowly get dodged. He's not trying to come in guns blazing again, because this guy's dangerous, so he's going to try an unorthodox approach. Gohan dives down to the bottom of the lake and fires off a ki blast at his opponent.
Let's see if he can. You think he can recreate what Goku did? Let's see if Gohan can recreate the elite IQ of Goku, what he did against Frieza. But Gohan's really good. Gohan's smart. And Gohan has a decent fight IQ. He has a great fight IQ. Let's see if Gohan can recreate this.
Who thinks nothing of the blast, but while he's focused trying to block, Gohan catches him off guard by appearing right next to him, coming in for an attack. It was just a setup. You can tell Dabura is genuinely caught off guard because he freezes up and brings the arm up to block the punch and the ki blast instead of just pulling away.
Now look at this great IQ move by Gohan.
That's that panic. Look at this. Gohan breaks the guard with the kick, but almost gets caught by his own attack. He should have taken his foot off the gas a little bit and let that ki blast hit first before fully committing to the kick. His timing is off. Sloppy start here. That's that ring rust. Dabura is
sloppy, but it worked
perfectly fine and lifts up the debris with telekinesis before firing it off at Gohan, who panic blocks and gets his guard broken too. Huge connection. Hey, Goku was handling a crispier version of this attack no problem way back in Namek when he faced off against Frieza. I'm just saying. Dabura's walking him down just smug. He thinks it's over, but Gohan shocks him by transforming into a Super Saiyan. Look how cold he is here. He's definitely trying to relive his glory days right now with the aura farming. He's just staring daggers at him before disappearing, trying to relive.
By the way, this Great Saiyan fit, this Gohan Great Saiyan fit is clean. It is clean.
Live those glory days right now with the aura farming. He's just staring daggers at him before disappearing and body shot, headshot combo lands flush.
Mean little combo.
Satisfied, pulls up behind him and lands a spinning kick to the trap area that drops his opponent. Gohan looking down at the debris, fires off a ki blast to seal the deal. But the blast didn't land because Dabura sneaks up behind him with the right hand grab.
Gohan is ready for it.
He still thinks it's the Cell games. Take that overhand. Body shot. Knee to the face lands flush, and look at Dabura staying defensively responsible, blocks the retaliation. They're dropping down and we see 2 impacts. Pretty sure neither guy lands here. Gohan's gonna kick it up a notch and power up again. Now, did he turn Super Saiyan 2 here?
I don't think it's Super Saiyan 2. His hair looks spikier. It might be. They might have forgot to add electricity. They need to keep doing that electricity.
I know it's a pretty highly debated topic because we never saw the classic lightning aura, but I'm gonna say he definitely did. There's people who made whole videos on this topic if you're interested, but I think it's pretty common sense that he did. Just watch the fight and use context clues. Anyway,
Yeah, I think it was Super Saiyan 2.
with that round
They just didn't add the electricity. I say that's a pretty even fight. I say 10-10 each.
1 comes to a close. And look, I'm gonna score this round a 10-10 draw. First time I ever gave a round a draw on the
That was a close. I mean, nobody really had anything going. I mean, they both had things going, but nobody really had more. You know what I mean?
channel, and for good reason too. You know I try to base these videos off real life combat sports matches as much as I can, especially MMA scoring, and if you know, you know. While judges can score a round as a draw, it's just so uncommon. They always try to find a difference even if the round looks even. So if you're wondering why I don't give draws more often on the channel, I'm just trying to stay true to the format. That being said, look at these stats. Just look. Dead even. Gohan landed one more strike, but Dabura landed a key attack. And both were partially blocked too, but broke the guard. I mean, even looking stats don't always mean that the round was actually even. You have to interpret the flow of the fight. But even when I do that, it just seems like a robbery to give either guy the round. Bro, I broke
10-10.
it down like 3 times, okay? Made a case for the bird the first time, Gohan the second time, and I just couldn't decide the third time. If that ain't a draw, I don't know what is. It was just that razor close for me. What do you think? But anyways, we're just getting started. Let's take a look at round 2. Dabura opens up the second round, powering up to match Gohan Super Saiyan 2 from the end of round 1. Now both guys are at 100. He lunges in, but Gohan meets him halfway with the left hand. Block. Clash of elbows here, stalemate. Dabura cuts an angle behind him, trying to hit him with a downward elbow, but he gets met with the right hand. Another stalemate. Whoop! Dodges the kick. Now we get 1, 2, 3, 4 even exchanges here before Gohan lands a
This was a good fight. This was a good fight here. Dabura was going, was good.
massive head kick to his opponent. Dabura falling down, but he immediately bounces off the ground to get his footing. By the time he recomposes, he gets met with a body kick. Gohan trying to keep the pressure, fighting so much more aggressive and direct than he did against Cell, where he was more of a counterpuncher. If we're talking about countering, it's Dabura who's a lot more threatening off the back foot this match because of his unique skill set. Look, he tries to hit him with that flamethrower again. Gohan dodges once, dodges again. Tries to cut an angle on him, dodges a third time, and too relentless with his approach, doesn't notice the after image. Dabura set him up for this key blast that he barely got the guard up in time for.
This is a clean move.
Flying, skidding off the ground, through a mountain, and into the bottom of a lake. Best connection of the fight so far, and in my opinion, the first true knockdown so far, by DBZ standards at least. Money. Goku looking so disappointed here. Gohan's like, wait dad, I'm gonna make you proud, I promise.
That man Goku, and specifically Vegeta, was just disappointed in this man Gohan.
He knows Dabura is out there waiting for him, so he doesn't want to leave the water without a diversion. He's going to try and do something similar to what Goku did against Frieza. Actually a legendary setup where
Elite setup.
Goku fired off the 2 Kamehameha torpedoes at Frieza to not only escape being pinned underwater, but to land a nasty kick that won him the round. That was so clean. Hey, like father, like son. Let's see Gohan's addition to that setup. He's so talented, he should be able to nail this no problem. Come on, let's go.
Gohan, what are we doing here? Gohan, what are we doing here?
He's so talented, he should be able to nail this no problem. Come on, let's go.
What is this, Gohan? Gohan, what are we doing, man? You gotta be more locked in than this. You gotta do better.
Okay, what went wrong? So first of all, like some
What went wrong? Everything. The whole thing, the whole move went wrong.
you mentioned in the Frieza video, Dabura can sense keys, so it's probably just going to be harder to hit this against him. Personally, I don't know about that, because Frieza's got such stupidly dialed in timing that I think he makes up for it, but whatever, I digress. Second of all, he didn't have the element of surprise here because he already did something similar in round 1. That's not even it though. Look how he fires these off before he's even ready to leave the water. When Goku set it up, he gets in position and has a specific purpose for both of those key blasts before they ever leave the water. Just elite playmaking and timing.
That's just Goku's elite IQ battle IQ right there. Gohan.
bro. Meanwhile, Gohan's timing was so off. Like, dude, it's over. The moment passed and you've been missed your opportunity. Not gonna lie, this makes him look like a fraud. Gohan barely blocked in time, but he definitely still felt that one. This corner was looking pretty concerned. Goku staying hopefully optimistic about the match, but Vegeta's starting to get pissed off at his performance.
Vegeta's
Which
gonna
I just
eat it.
love them as his cornermen in this fight. Just two absolute legends of the game, doing like a good cop, bad cop kind of thing. They both come in and we get some high-speed action here. Heavy impact. Somebody's getting pushed back, and we see a big impact on this rock. Now it looks like Gohan throws the left, probably got blocked. He throws a high kick that definitely gets blocked. Dabura with his own unsuccessful shot. By the way, in the comments, what was wrong with these 3 frames?
If you don't notice, he's not Super Saiyan for some reason. Where did Super Saiyan go?
Gohan loading up a massive left hand, but Dabura with his own as he's turning around and they trade shots. Now they trade the right hands. Goku's getting mad at how direct Gohan is fighting. No good setups, no angles, no patience. Just looking like a shell of himself. And Vegeta's like, I mean, yeah, that's what happens when you don't train for 7 years. Kid's a bomb, Kakarot. The 2 fighters reset, and Dabura's gonna start taunting him to come in by turning his back to him. And Gohan coming in recklessly. Just 0 fight IQ. Dabura turns around and spits at him, which if you remember, is how he turned Piccolo and Krillin to stone, and the main thing that just makes him dangerous. Now that I think about it, it's kind of like the threat of a powerful grappler in MMA. They're gonna have more success in the stand-up than they would have, because their opponent has the takedown threat in the back.
I have nothing to say. I just wanted to pause the video just to pause it. I have absolutely nothing here to say.
Of their mind. I bet you it's the same thing for Dabura's here. Gohan's gonna have that influencing the way he fights moving forward. And I'm
That move is just right. He just spits on you.
surprised it hasn't already, because the Supreme Kai has to remind him not to let it hit him. Definitely got bailed out there. Kakarot, he's... I know. They're back in close range. Gohan blocks the left, tries to throw his own back, block, duck. Dabura blocks the head kick and counters with a chopping right hand to the jaw. The 2 fighters
Nice little
disengage as round 2 comes to a close. Another competitive round.
I go
This
10
one I'm
10-9
confidently
Dabura.
scoring a 10-9 for Dabura. Let's take a look at the stats here. It's funny, we kind of get the same thing from round 1 again. The numbers on paper with 0 contacts look dead even. Gohan leading with a strike, but Dabura leading with a ki blast. Thankfully, this one was way more clear with the actual flow of the fight. Dabura controlled the round for longer, he looked sharper, and had way more threatening moments. Dealt more damage too. That ki blast he landed was the best shot from either guy so far, no question. There was also the ki blast that Gohan blocked when he was coming out of the water. Didn't make it on the stat sheet, but he definitely felt it. Dabura is up by a point, but there's only 1 round left, so Gohan needs this one badly. Let's take a look at the third and final round. Round 3 starts with Dabura telling Gohan he feels his energy
This is a
drop.
title fight?
He's super confident from the way the fight
That should be. Ain't this a title fight? Yeah, Gohan needs to be stripped of that belt.
was heading the last round, which Gohan's corner was really disappointed in him for. Goku's like, wow, he fell off big time. Vegeta's like, put me in there with them. I can
Yeah, Gohan, the fall off is crazy here. That man said stop. He stopped training. Stop hitting the gym. That man was hitting them books though. You can't be mad. Yes, you can. You can be really mad.
take that bum in 1 round. Look, you heard him talking. He's turning
Hit the wrong button.
around, but Gohan's gonna capitalize on his opponent getting distracted here by landing a massive right hand. While he's falling back, Dabura creates a sword with his ki. I'm not gonna lie, he's got a pretty deep bag. He bounces back, trying
That he just creates
Going
can
back,
create
Dabura
just
creates
created
a
like he has the ability to just create weapons. That's that demon magic. Shout out Daima. That's what Daima goes into. They have magic.
sword with his ki. I'm not gonna lie, he's got a pretty deep bag. He bounces back trying to cut Gohan's head off, but he barely dodges in the nick of time. They circle around, Dabura coming in hot now. Gohan's gonna have to show us some of that back foot game he fell in love with before the Cell fight. Dodge. Backflip to escape the follow-up. I barely caught this one, but the next frame we see of them, it looks like Gohan landed a nice knee up top.
That is a
Staying
nice knee.
defensively responsible here. Pull back. Dodges again and tries to take the angle behind him, but gets forced into defense again. Whoop! Gohan's got the timing a little more dialed in, so this time he ducks a lot tighter. He knows he's gonna have to keep firing back, or else he's just gonna get overwhelmed. He blocks this one by kicking the blade, which opens him up to land another knee to the jaw. I say
Clean
grab the
knee.
sword here, but maybe he doesn't want to get spat on.
What?
Which I wonder if Dabura has to charge up his spit,
What?
or if any kind of saliva would turn his
These are genuine questions. These are good questions he's asking.
opponent to stone. I don't know. Dodge, dodge, dodge.
Like, does he got that charge to spit up? Is that like a thing where he has to put key into the like energy into the spit? I'm gonna stop talking. That's a good question though.
Gohan's pressed up against the wall, feeling the heat. Barely slips these 2 strikes. Again, he's only getting less comfortable. Another close
Like, is this a thing he has like build up, or is this like a thing he just builds up, or is it just instant?
call here. Dabura trying to finish him off, but Gohan grabs the blade.
Like, could he technically like fake you out with it? All right, I'm done.
Both of them are struggling, especially the young Saiyan, but he musters up enough power to snap the blade in 2. The fighters pull back and reset again. Dabura looks irritated, like the fight is a lot more difficult than he thought it'd be, but he's not really tired and he hasn't lost his confidence. Gohan looks a little bit winded here though. That pressure was definitely tiring him out. The round is closing off as Dabura makes a key discovery about one of the Z fighters who's absolutely crashing out right now.
If I was in Vegeta's shoes, I would too. This made Gohan sorry. Fraud alert.
It was actually a 3D chess move from Vegeta here, so you can get the Majin symbol, but that's not the topic of the video. Babidi transports everybody back to the ship as round 3 comes to a close. Okay guys, I'm gonna score the last round a 10-9 for Gohan. The fight ends with the score being 29-29, a draw. The first time I've ever scored a fight a draw on the channel, by the way. Here are the stats for the round, and you can see, I mean, Gohan clearly took it. Dabura never landed a shot, and he got caught with a couple of good ones in return. That's not to say it was a great round for Gohan, by the way. He was being pressured the whole time and never really in control. He was also fading a little bit at the end of the round, so it wasn't a good look for him.
Picture that's the end of the video.
Man, I really wanted to use this video to give what he gave him after the fight. Like, he really put into perspective how disgraceful that performance from him was. And I don't know how some of you guys excuse Gohan's behavior the last 7 years. Like, oh, he deserved to take 7 years off. He's been fighting since he was a child. Yeah, like every other Saiyan ever, right? No, but look, I totally understand. There's different levels of commitment to the game. I'm not expecting him to dedicate his entire life like these two absolute legends. You want to live a balanced life? You want to do the school thing? So be it. But you couldn't at least train an hour a day, a few days a week, just to stay in shape? I mean, you know the kind of dangers this universe is.
Alright, I think that's the end of the video. But, alright, that is the end.